Concrete. All right, there we go. Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Yes, this is my ninth time assuming. Uh, Welcome to an edition to Hong Kong House of Cards. Today we find Stiles making a call over to his a friend of his, Nick, after a 3 hour shower because of where he was at. And this is where we start our scene.
Okay. Nick will be in his laboratory working on gizmos and stuff like that, and just trying to get different rotes memorized and written down.
He will get a phone call. I'm assuming his glasses are also his phone. I'm guessing.
Sometimes.
uh, okay. Probably his technocratic phone, but Styles wouldn't know that one, so he just called the one number he knows.
The one number I gave you.
Yeah.
I'll pick up my phone.
Hey, Nick. Ah. Uh, Styles, you mind if I come over?
Sure, why not?
I need to talk to you about something anyway. Anyways,
Okay.
give me about 10 minutes. And apparently Jackson is still messing with time, because we're going to say 10 minutes goes by, and he shows up
Okay.
and knocks on the door.
So I'll answer the door and I'll invite him in, greet him, invite him in.
Thank you. Okay. Sorry if I interrupt you with in your studies, but this was kind of important.
Oh, well, it's so important to bring you over to my place.
You remember the friends that I had running around with over in Beacon Hills?
Yeah, sort of.
Um, well, good news is I've been tracking them after the war, them going up missing during the war. Bad news is I found them.
Oh, where'd you find them?
The technocratic construct.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Uh, there's one problem.
And what's that?
Their signals are showing up underneath it, and they're being detected by uh, something with divine divine magic replicating several of our spheres. That's shrouding.
Well, I wouldn't know what would be down there. Um, to be honest, I'm just somebody they send out in the field most days, so I don't really get. I'm not able to get further down than like the first couple of levels, and I don't think I have the security clearances to go underground.
Well, here's the thing. I've figured out I have at least three of the spheres that could unweave it. You might have a couple, and I need somebody with knowledge of entropy.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have any of the entropy procedures or the technique.
Yeah, that's the problem. The only two that I know of would be in the that area already. Is the problem.
So, what other
And
procedures
Arthur's
replicating?
matter, mind, uh, spirit. Since spirit correspondence, prime, matter, mind, and entropy.
So, matter, mind, and prime I have. I don't have spirit or entropy.
I've got spirit and prime and correspondence.
Oh, I'm
And
looking for a teacher to teach me spirit.
I can get you up to the second level of the procedure.
That's fine. I mean, correspondence would be excellent too, but
Yeah, I'm a little bit better in that one.
I don't want to spread myself too thin, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Trust me, and I went a little bit. My ADHD went a little bit bonkers with me, and I went on a a study cram session.
Okay.
Uh, the only other person that could probably have entropy is currently out of this realm, I believe.
Well, have you tried Chris's character? I cannot think of his name right now.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh,
He uses time a bit, and I do know time
oh,
the
oh
entropy
yeah.
occasionally.
Um, it all. I also sense time in there as well, so that would might be helpful. Thing is, I don't have any contact information for Jackson, and if he's a time mage, he probably should have already thought seen that was wanting to call him,
He might be busy.
right? Actually, that's kind of ironic. A time mage busy.
Oh, what? Do you just think they have a whole lot of time on their hands?
uh, hey, I thought I was the sarcastic one. Uh, actually, one thing though, I wanted to ask you: could you see if they're in y'all's mainframe or information, and like if they got captured by something wonky of theirs?
I can certainly try, but it's kind of risky, to be honest with you.
Kind of figured that. That's what partly why I haven't actually hacked into the PLA or the local police here.
Well, good luck with the
I,
hacking attempts, by the way. We have counter teams on that. I would highly recommend that you don't hack into the technocracy.
yeah. Another question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of a company called Fusion Technologies?
Hold on. Shoot.
I applied for a job and I'm hired. It's just I don't want to be walking 400.
Fusion Technologies. Sounds familiar, but I I don't know if they're technocracy or not. The place that I'm working at is Innovatech. Innovatech. There we go. Fuck.
Oh, goody. came 50 feet of your workplace. Great.
Oh, well, how did that go?
Uh, luckily no one saw me.
It's not the anyone that I'd be worried about. It's the anythings that I would be worried about.
Yeah, luckily I can cloak myself, but half the time and they could probably see through it. But I didn't sense anybody or anything that could see me, other than a few of the vampires.
The vampires could see you?
Uh, a little bit. This dude called D Rains kind of looked at my shadow a little bit confused and looked away.
Oh, D. Rance, I hear he's a great guy.
uh, I'm not a fan of the ugly. Just saying.
As long as he gets work done, I don't really care what he looks like.
Right. Out of character, I'm going to correct 50 yards into 50 miles, or at least a few miles out of eye shot of anything. I'm still coming down off of work out of character.
Okay.
Uh, if you can find out anything about at least Scott, it'd be helpful. He's been coming up within that shroud,
What shroud?
the one I told you about that had the divine energy that was replicating several of our spheres that was warding him.
Gotcha. Well, have you thought that he might be creating the shroud?
Here's the thing, I it's not completely spirit. He's a shifter.
Yeah, well, he might be having one of his spirits replicate the shroud.
Well, that's what I'm thinking too, but uh, I can't breach it to see if he's okay or not, and physically going there would be pretty much suicidal.
Well, if I learned the different procedures and routes, I would be able to go in there and find out, either conspicuously or inconspicuously.
Uh, Also, and here's the question: when the technocrats have seen even spirit shrouds,
I'm sorry, I don't understand that question.
wouldn't the technocrats see a spirit shrouding another entity
Well, sometimes,
under underneath their own feet?
but most of the time we aren't trained in the spirit realms. And
Ah,
that's the void engineer's job, and I don't. And most of them have been very busy trying to keep up with the wall and the connections the wall has to the uh, star bases. I can't think of the other word for them. The constructs in space.
ah. Uh, all right. Yeah. Here's the thing. This uh, demon worshiping bitch Celeste. Everybody's talking about.
Occasionally.
The shroud felt like hers, but in a opposing energy.
Well, I don't know anything about angels or demons,
Yeah,
so I'm
I've
not.
only met
Hmm?
two. I've only met two.
Oh, I haven't met it. I think I've met. No, I don't think I've met any. I don't know.
We were kind of dealing with stuff that was kind of only in passing. Uh, Also, be careful around that this one dude named Phoenix. He tried to do a correspondence teleportation effect in his own way, and we got rebounded away from where he was trying to teleport us to. He got rebounded to the Himalayas.
Oh, okay. I guess that would explain it then.
Apparently, he was trying to teleport us to Celeste, and her ward rebounded us back.
Wow. Well, I didn't know Celeste would have that sort of kind of power.
Didn't know either.
It sounds like a simple correspondence shield, though.
It Yeah, but the problem is it also felt it had the touch of the infernal.
Gotcha. So I guess you weren't able to dispel it because it wasn't part of your paradigm.
Yeah,
Well,
that felt like so much kind of kinky Nafani shit. It wasn't even funny. If I didn't even know any better that I didn't know she was a vampire.
well, she is a vampire, isn't she?
Yeah, apparently she has demons backing her. Infernal touch demons backing her.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure vampires have their own words for a nephondist.
Yeah. Was
So,
thinking about.
hmm
Go ahead.
what were you
Go
about
ahead.
to say?
I was thinking about trying to unweave the shroud that's over Scott and possibly the rest of the group, but unweaving the shroud that's keeping the eyes of the technocracy off him is probably not a good idea.
Probably not. You might need a way to find a way down there first.
Yeah.
And I don't think the technocracy takes too kindly to me bringing visitors into their chantry or their labs.
uh, Especially considering what happens half the time when Glitch comes near one of their labs.
Oh, your glitch? You have a totem of glitch?
Yeah, we're still working on the relationship. It's he's the one that actually pushed me into awakening during the whole Nogitsune incident.
No Gesune?
Um, you've heard of kitsunes, right?
Maybe?
Um, well, this one was an ancestor spirit that became a bane
Oh, fun.
that tried to he tried to basically turn me into a Fomori. My friends and my mentor uh, were able to correct it. It was kind of hinky. He ejected me first, and then I and, and did then we did some stuff, and we sent him back to the Umbra.
Cool. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're not a Fomor. Those guys are
Yeah.
nasty from what I've heard, but then again, what I've heard is from the progenitors and their dead bodies that they usually have.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about that half the time.
Oh no, most of the
And
dead bodies are shit. The employees of the technocracy. Very few times have we actually brought in a Fomor. I think I took down one recently, though. So
oh, that's good. Um, Thing is, I he may be still trying to hunt me and my friends. Is the thing to so don't really. I haven't actually. I've been holding and trying to hold off going into the third level of spirit for a while now. I don't feel like I'm going to have to dealing with all this stuff.
Well, why are you holding off on the third level spirit?
Uh, well, when you have an incarnate level Bane wanting to jump your bones uh, a second time, yeah, you kind of want to. You would be a little gun shy.
Don't we have Guru? Couldn't you stay on a sept or something?
Uh,
Those
I've
Guru
thought about it.
seem to be very spiritual. They might be able to protect you.
I've thought about it. I've been meaning to talk to one their Sept Alpha for a while now, especially in regards to Scott.
Okay. Well, don't be gun shy. You'll only restrict yourself in the worst of ways if you're not willing to step up to the challenge.
You sound like my avatar.
Considering that, I'm kind of static, that's funny.
Yeah. Uh. Well, I can teach you the spirit sphere if you could teach me matter.
That shouldn't be that hard.
Oh,
Well, I'll also need to learn correspondence, else I won't be able to do much.
we can work on that too.
Yeah, maybe another month. I'm a little busy at the moment, and I'll kind of wait to my lab. And you see my car, and you see like just parts laying about and different chemicals and stuff like that.
I can see that.
And you also see
When you're done, go ahead.
different parts of my house exposed, like the insides of it, and you see different pieces and parts supporting it and reinforcing the house.
Not bad.
Yeah, the house could use a little bit more work.
My same thing still at the shop. I went for broke trying to come over here and get that fixed after the engine exploded.
Your Sanctum's engine exploded.
It's my Jeep.
Ah, okay. Somebody else has a mobile Sanctum. Yeah. Jason.
Yeah, I know Jason and Proteus.
Yeah, Proteus seems like
We had to deal with. Yeah, he's cool. We had to deal with this one kid that was infected by the bitch.
Yeah, so did I. Turns
How'd
out.
that go?
Oh, I invited the technocracy to pick up the bodies, but the whole thing was thwarted by Arthur. Can't really say I blame him though. Having the technocracy get knowledge of these things isn't really the best idea. But then again, it would also look very strange for me to, every time I meet them, kill them or run away.
Right. So I know you're a little bit. You're still kind of deep into the technocracy. Have you actually thought about an exit strategy if they found you out?
Not really. But then again, most exit strategies are kind of very hard to come by. It's kind of like the old saying: once you're in it, the only way out is to die.
Right.
So
Well,
I'm up for ideas.
well, there are with us, death is not always permanent. There's ways to simulate death.
True, but my mission in the technocracy isn't exactly over as well. I
Right.
would like for them to be destroyed. And, if best possible solution, I take over that base. Or at
Oh,
least the things inside it.
yeah. Well, the first one would be preferable. The other latter would be beneficial as well.
Getting some of their toys to play with. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm still wondering if y'all are hiding lightsabers, dude.
Yeah. It just hasn't become a popular item yet, so we're not pushing it until much, much later on.
Oh, hey, at least we know the force is real,
Or at least parts of it.
right? Oh, you know, that wall is kind of a problem, right?
Not for me. It shouldn't be for you either.
Uh, yeah, it's not, but it's still it kind of feels weird with it being up.
I guess. I mean, I'm not really against or for taking it down. If you know what I mean. That's not
Right.
on my priority list.
Well, I guess the only reason is why it feels kind of weird with it being up is I was in a small town for a long time before it went up, so I know how it feels not with it not being around.
Right? Well, I'm here because the technocracy destroyed my family, so I'm just wanting to kill them. I don't really care about their wall toys things. I hear that even half of them aren't even here.
Really?
Yeah, two of them are out of country in a different country, and it's just this huge triangle that they have going on.
Dude, are you telling me that they made the Bermuda Triangle?
Over China? Yeah, sure. Why not? The Bermuda Triangle is just a whole. It's just the area of the Earth that's the magnetic fields fuck up all the navigation and stuff. So
Right. That Yeah, but you also got to think if I'm saying it feels weird with it being up, just imagine what the other night folk feel about it.
true, I've heard their complaints about it. I know Pelagia, when she was around before she committed political suicide, so to speak, said that her people were dying.
Pelagia?
Hold on, I got that wrong. I'm mixing the people now. Sorry, Pelagia didn't commit the political suicide. That was her. That was her demon that did that, or that was somebody else's
Yeah,
demon. Ah,
that
sorry.
was the demon had a problem with Arthur had a problem with. Uh, it's the same person, but the political suicide was somebody else. It was the NPC. But anyways,
Yeah. I wouldn't have said I wouldn't have said political suicide then. So
yeah.
yeah, before Plage
Uh,
them decided to take on the technocratic base underwater by themselves. I'm not going to say
gotcha.
anything about their bravery or their intelligence on the matter or anything, or going in without backup. But
Uh, wait, was the dude Phoenix with them?
yeah,
Oh yeah, that was completely stupid.
I was trying to avoid saying that, but
Uh, how did they get down there? Because I heard that thing's like poking Cthulhu in the head.
they swam.
Again, I don't know who Pelagia is, so yeah.
She was one of the changeling merfolk.
Oh, okay. I'm still learning the changelings. We didn't have many of them before I left Beacon Hills.
Well, I'm starting to pick up on some of their likes and dislikes. So,
Banu's not. Banu's kind of a cool kid.
Binu? Who's he?
Banu, um, real tall, blonde, reddish blonde haired kid
I don't
that
think I've
hangs
met
out
him.
at the Amber Mother.
Yeah, I don't think I've met him so far.
Uh, for a while there was he was in porn.
Inform?
Porn.
Oh, porn.
Yeah.
Uh, what group is he in?
The changelings.
Oh, really?
I actually took down last of the sites sites a while back.
What type of changeling is he? I know there's the cat one that always lie.
So far he's all I can tell is he's a troll. He's really tall, and in spirit side he's wreathed in flame.
That sounds painful.
It doesn't bother him. It's just way my spirit side sees him.
I think I looked up the guy. Was he and his sister liberated from the warehouse?
His
Yeah, I think I was.
girlfriend, I get yes, out of character. He
Then
he
yeah,
will
I
say,
definitely know the guy. Then I actually researched him and uh, put requests to the technocracy to look for him and find out who he is. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think I've seen him in a while.
yeah, a little bit off. Fairly intelligent, but he's a little there's a little kid in that 18-year-old kid in that 18-year-old body.
Oh, isn't there a little kid in all of us?
Well, this one's obvious.
I mean, I'm not quite sure what you mean by obvious.
Uh, he still drinks chocolate milk like it was water half the time.
Is that a bad thing?
No, it's just also the way he talks and carries himself is uh, very much a little kid.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't have any problem with children as long as they don't cause any problems and they know what they're doing.
So far, I don't have a problem with him. I mean, it seems like he knows what he's doing.
Oh, that's good.
Out of character, you don't know what he meant by that. So you might want to do perception. Yeah, probably should do perception empathy.
Nah, I'll let him have it. I don't really care. I'm not gonna do it.
All right.
I mean, my character doesn't care. I mean, sort of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Uh. Yeah. But anyways, that was not a fun trek in the sewers. I actually had to burn a good set of clothes after that trip.
Oh, why did you have to burn them?
They still smelled of the sewer.
Okay, well, at least you didn't have any of the bile spit up on you and have your clothes forcibly ripped off of you. By the way, I'm still in a
Right.
white shirt. Like normally, I would be in a lab coat and a button-down shirt, but I'm just in a white t-shirt and my normal pants.
Well, and he's also thinking you weren't going into work today.
Yeah, I mean, if you bring up anything about work or anything more about work, I would have told you, or why I'm not at work. I would have told you, been a blackout.
Oh, oh yeah. Why aren't you at work?
Blackout.
What's up with the blackout?
Oh, they don't know this, but you know that guy Arthur?
Yeah.
He invited me to watch a light show he was doing and he was, from what I was gathering, using the moon as some sort of focus and shooting a beam from the moon, and it knocked out all the power and corrupted and destroyed all of the biological samples in there.
Oh, lovely. How much did he explode?
Nothing. He didn't do any physical damage other than using the fire to cleanse the place of any of the biological samples.
Oh, okay. Well, at least he gives you a day off.
Two, actually.
Too?
Yeah,
Nice.
I've been in contact with IDAX and Pridge and other guys, and they said that the power will be on tomorrow.
Nice.
They're having some gray outs and some problems getting everything back up. Huge EMP blast went through there, as I'm told.
Oh.
You can at least take care of your private when you're done. Yeah, I don't like it in the way in the hallway.
Here's the thing. He has a problem with paradox. Whenever he tries to do stuff like that, apparently.
Yeah, I think the paradoxical effect he got this time was the moon is holding on to him until after the demon thing. Celeste is gone.
Oh, that's just great. Oh, the one person we need. The one person we need. He gets kidnapped by Luna. Great. Uh, anyways,
Oh, if he's seriously the only guy with entropy, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that hard for one of us to study its principles. It's simple. You can do simple math to figure it out.
right. It's just right now I got thinking about getting matter and maybe forces.
Well, I have both matter and forces. Granted, I don't have a lot of forces. So
well.
you wouldn't have to go that far, and our paradigms are very close to the same.
Right. Uh, oh, this is where I tracked Celeste at.
Oh, where did you find her?
She's not even in Hong Kong. I've
Okay.
narrowed her down to Europe and Eurasia.
Sounds like a fun trek.
Gotta love correspondence.
I wouldn't know anything about it.
That probably be the first thing I'm going to teach you before Spirit.
Why is that?
Try umbral trekking without knowing where you're at.
Umbra? Sorry, I only know this realm, this physical realm.
Oh, okay. Try going to the realm of the spirits without knowing where you're at in comparison to the physical world.
Well, since I have no idea what it looks like, I wouldn't even know how to begin navigating it.
It's a reflection of the physical world, but it's a shadow reflection of the physical world. It's basically a shadow mirror.
Okay, sounds pretty interesting. Doesn't sound that hard to navigate then.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Okay.
I've heard rumors that even the shifters have problems getting back to the physical world. They went any deeper than the outer edges of the mirror.
That's crazy. I wonder why they would have trouble getting. I wonder why they would have trouble getting back. I didn't know they would. I didn't think they would be able to. Anyways.
They have their own ways back and forth. They usually just go into the outer edge of the shadow mirror. Then, if they have to go any deeper, they have to do some stuff to have a compass to get back.
That sounds like they really need a technomancer's touch, now don't they?
How do you think? Yeah, how do you think Scott didn't get lost his first time in stepping sideways? His mentor was the same as mine. Anyways, we could probably. I'll start teaching you the correspondence this month, then we can work on Spirit next one. So that way, I at least know you can work your way around once you can step sideways.
Okay. I mean, it's gonna suck because it's gonna take all of my XP to do.
Right.
But I can learn the first 2 dots of correspondence.
Right. I think we're starting to peter down in the conversation. Now, probably start. We can probably end it here.
Okay.
Thank you for players for playing. Thank you, future viewers for watching. And this has been an edition for Hong Kong House of Cards. And also remember, Infernalists are still on the no bone list. This means you, Phoenix.